That's not the A320, is it? Maybe
No.
that's an add-on plane.
Very expensive 35, yeah.
V35.
It's a civilian jet like the A320. He's just landed at Bembridge airstrip, which is insane.
Okay, YouTube, hello, welcome to the stream.
Actually, I think it's one of
Hey,
the default planes. You know, like the default traffic.
Is it a Bonanza? That's a V35.
No, it's either a 737 or an A320, and it's just landed at Bembridge. It's the AI working. It's not mind you, it says easy, not so easy. So I'm a bit. That's an add-on plane. That's why it's showing as one of the default planes.
Yeah.
VF35. I wonder what a VF35 is.
Oh, that isn't a F35, is that maybe?
It might be.
Yeah, it might be an F-35.
Oh, it might be. That's why you could land at
Yeah,
Bembridge airstrip.
I think it's.
That's the one that does short takeoff and landing, isn't it? Or even vertical.
It's a vertical fighter 35, so it's Lockheed Martin 35 Lightning II.
He's a fancy flyer then.
But the vertical takeoff version.
Yeah.
And because it's a V, it's probably a United States Air Force one.
Fuel's pressurized. Oh, no, it's not. Give it another couple.
Fancy him landing at Bembridge.
I'm going to take the, I forgot what it's called again now. The Beechcraft King Air 350 again.
Okay. I'll do my best to keep up. I think my cruising speed, well, I can probably push it up to about 150. Is that all right?
Yeah. I have a person. He's moving through the fields.
Are you on the grass?
Yeah.
You're on the GA landing strip. Stop on the grass. They do stop on the grass. Where that person's modelled all the planes, that's where they stop. The grass is a wee bit shorter, if not.
Okay, engine started.
I'm going down there in about a fortnight.
Yeah?
My plane's starting, there's a man going to walk through my propeller.
Ouch. It's going to be misty. He's going to get misty for you.
Oh, I can see your plane now, John.
Oh, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? I can see you.
It's grey with a red tail, is that right?
Yeah.
Easy, not so sleazy is coming out again. He's lost out Bembridge, I think.
Is that you, John?
Yeah. Oh, there's the jet beside us, look.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, yeah. It's got ghost.
He's going across the grass.
I don't even know if I can't see him anymore.
Oh, I've just seen the spit. Just seen the spit go nose over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the braking, unfortunately. I haven't quite got that.
The tricycle undercarriage. Oh, no, not tricycle.
No, it's the. I haven't got the differential braking sorted yet. Okay. On my rudder pedals. Try again.
Oh, I wish sort it out, Microsoft. I'm going to say. I wish they'd show you what planes are actually flying.
That's
aren't they doing that? I don't understand, because they got the what do you call it? The initials of the plane, haven't they?
Yeah, but it doesn't depict the actual plane.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it visually depicts it. Yeah.
I'd like to actually see an F-35 rather than this passenger jet.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, there's lots of talk about SU-10. Sim update 10. Yeah. So the beta is going to allow us to turn off ghosting. So. And then there might be some if we're in a multiplayer flight. There might be. I'm sure I read somewhere that we would see each other's aircraft.
I always wait for the official download. Actually, do you download the beta?
No, I haven't. Just
you don't. You just
because we're doing
yeah.
this. But I think for those who have,
yeah.
there's a lot of nice chatter about how good the VR is and what have you.
Ah, right. Ah, okay. I can see which is.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this F-35.
He might be waiting for me because I'm on the runway. I think what I'll do is I'll move off it. And then, oh, it's going, look.
Maybe it's waiting for air traffic control.
Oh, look, he's coming down the runway. I think I better move off it onto the grass.
We're starting halfway down this runway, aren't we?
Well, that taxiway comes onto it halfway down.
Yeah.
Up down the end. Oh dear.
Where's he actually going? Oh, he's turning.
He's turning, yeah. I mean, he's got. He doesn't need the runway. He's got short takeoff and landing anyway, hasn't he?
Right. Or he can take off vertically, can he?
Yeah. Definitely enjoying himself. Looks really bizarre seeing a plane that big.
Coming off Benfield.
It's got some acceleration, hasn't it?
It's really funny, isn't it? There he goes.
Yeah, that didn't move like a big plane, did it?
No, no.
And his wing dropped, which means he's got stuffed wings. Are you on the runway?
Yeah, at the end, if you turn left, once you're on the runway, you'll come down to where I am. Because you'll need the whole length of it.
With this big thing, I will.
Could use taxiing.
Aha. 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 Aha.
What was that?
Your turboprops make a good sound on your plane, John.
Yeah,
got that sort of whine, haven't they?
I love this plane. It's very nice.
It's nice.
Got nice ground handling as well. It goes where you actually point it.
Global freight. How are you getting on?
Tentatively. Just about hit the hard. I'll be interested to see where I'm just
It's not going to hit you. Oh, right. I'll actually park beside you.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
misses.
That's because my parking brakes are not on.
Be interesting to see what generic this is.
Where's the light?
I'm surprised how many planes there are in the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, there's lots,
Flying
yeah.
on Bembridge.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised.
This is good. You've got to really, really fly this. How the hell am I going to land it?
You're still on the taxiway, aren't you? You're
No,
on the runway now. Oh, you're on the runway now.
I'm coming straight towards you guys, yeah.
You'll land it just like you do in IL2, Mark.
Yeah, terribly. Alright, I think I'm going to turn just in front of you guys and go.
Backwards down the flight line.
Yeah.
Hello.
There. Oh, he's
wish I could actually see it as a Spitfire.
Yes, sure. Okay,
Go. Well done, give it welly.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I know why.
no.
That's why. It's alright. I'm good. I'm good. I haven't got the. I forgot. You have to have the back stick back.
He's off.
No! Oh dear! It's all gone horribly wrong.
Those magnificent men in their flying machines. Oh, Mark, this isn't a textbook.
It isn't textbook. It isn't textbook at all. Oh dear! What happened there?
Oh dear. So we take off and you join us in the air?
No, I'm determined to do this.
Yes,
No, you guys take off. You guys take off. That's fine. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna start it on the runway and do it. I'll start on the runway and do a control E. I've done the startup sequence twice, so.
Hey.
Rolling.
Hold on. I'll start in a minute.
Rolling. Let them doggies rolling, rawhide. Head him up, get him up, head him up, head him up. Oh, Pye Hardin, that was his name.
Thing.
Airborne.
It's slowly passing away here. Right, my turn. Make some noise. Wake up the Isle of Wight.
Wonder why was that? Take off. Elevator trim neutral or slightly nose down. Rudder trim prop control full. Cut off. On
the main
boost.
problem seemed to be that you left the runway.
Who's on the runway?
To your left and take off. They should be carefully corrected. Identify. It's probably me, mate.
Alright. Sure, I'll listen to that sound of those engines. Right, can I? Yeah. Definitely.
Keep turning. Here you go, either way. Channel. English Channel, guys.
Still ocean. How far behind are you playing?
A mile, maybe 2 miles. Is that French?
Yeah, it's a bit of French that comes out this.
What speed are you doing?
2 faster.
Yeah, I can't keep up with it. Or maybe I can with some power. It's totally
I'm afraid I'm only doing
laps. Climbing.
No, I'm trying to do level.
Canopy.
Yeah.
What to do with the mixture? Make it go faster to get my back a bit.
Yeah, pull it out of the dash. The higher the percentage, the more lean the mixture is. Or in other words, more fuel compared to air.
What about the prop one, the blue one? Does that stay far forward, or does that pull out as well?
Usually forward is faster.
Is it?
So your prop is your RPM, your revs.
Okay.
For your propeller, yeah.
Yeah, and your throttle is kind of your manifold pressure,
Well, I think I'm doing better now. It's picking up now. Sorry, guys, it's been a bit slow.
I can't get this thing slowed down.
That's because usually propellers go through a gearbox, don't they? And engine RPM doesn't necessarily relate to what your propeller RPM is.
Okay.
What speed are you doing, John?
I'm up. Oh, John.
Sorry, Tony.
120. Oh dear. Ooh, giving it max throttle now. The red one, which is the mixture, I've pulled back to about half.
You'll know when the mixture's right, because the engine will either start dying or feel like it's at peak performance.
Yeah.
Think of it as like a gearbox.
Okay.
So pull it out too far and it'll go bleh, like the F1 cars do when you're trying to pull away in fifth or sixth.
Seems alright. This is 120 now, but it's not very fast.
Oh, my speed's dropping. It's okay.
What's that? Well, that one's got a funny name, formed clamp.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's an engineer.
Yeah. Did you fix your wheel clamp? Talking about clamps.
No, because the thread's actually stripped within the base.
Oh, that's tiresome.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is...
that can't come out, can it? That's moulded
no,
in, isn't it?
That's, I believe it's moulded in, yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably replace it with one of those riv nuts, but then that means taking everything apart.
So
what they do...
Oh, yeah. Is that one that makes its own thread?
That's the one, yeah. Well, they're like sheet steel nut with a thread in, but they act the same as what a pop rivet does.
Oh.
So your gaming wheel, John?
Yeah, the T500. Yeah, the thread stripped in the actual base, not on the handle as normal. What I'm gonna do is get a piece of wood or MDF, hard mount the wheel to that piece of MDF, and then just use G clamps to hold it onto the desk.
Oh yeah, well that's fine. That would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll probably be better than what the clamp is, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll do that at some point on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's only 2 M6 bolts that go in the bottom to hold it.
Yeah, I stuck the thread on my TA chain shifter ages ago.
It's a Thrustmaster thing. Every Thrustmaster I've ever had has done the same thing. And everyone moans about the lousy clamp design, but they don't seem to. What they really need to do is that clamp design, but with two, rather than one single like thread in the middle, put two with two clamps.
Exactly, spread the load.
Spread the load, yeah.
Yeah, no, I quite agree. So on the later wheels then, more recent, they use the same system, do they?
Yeah, I think all of them do, yeah, and they've always been a pain. But yeah, definitely spread load. It's too much focused on one. Yeah. And it's only what is it? M8, I think, M10? That's not enough.
No.
For the punishment. No. The actual power of the wheel.
Could they make it out of harder metals?
Oh dear, they could beef it up.
Two would be best, as you say.
Yeah, I think so. That would hold the wheel on the desk a bit better as well, because they're prone to lifting, aren't they? But they won't do it because probably the beam counters won't let the engineers do it.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I'm doing 140 knots now, so I can't go any faster.
I've backed off to 150. I'll try and slow down a bit. I might have to deploy a bit of flap. See how it handles.
Mind you, we're over a third of the way to Alderney.
Yeah.
How's the spit holding up? Does it want to fall out the air? Well,
no, it's okay, it's good. Sorry, yes, I'm being quiet, so I'm concentrating. I'm just cheating a little bit now. There is an autopilot function in here.
Oh, is there?
Just to make things a little bit better heading, try to get things under control. So I am doing some low stats. Airspeed is 213, true airspeed is 221, ground is 218. Holding 2,500 on the trying to.
Have I pulled ahead of both of you?
Maybe. I think I'm at 3,000 feet.
3,000.
That's 2.8.
Oh, there's directly to it. Yeah. Look. That's... Delivery I've got on that down. Yeah. It's similar to PT879. I think it was the one that was we found the wreckage on the farm beds where it rebuilt it. And it is delivery is as it is getting out of the factory.
Where's it kept? Is it the Duxford or something? They find it in the sand on the Thames estuary.
I can't remember. I just the guy was to talk about it. So that says already. It's left got bloody hell my speed. I'm doing too much.
Yeah, have you caught me up yet, Tony?
Well, no, actually, I've sped up. I'm doing over 140, but not 145.
I can't fly much slow because I'm still.
I'm only a little bit behind. That'll be all right. I'll land when you're taxiing about.
Still crashing.
Crashing.
Okay, coming back to 200 knots. Put the boost right back. Are we dropping into Alderney, do you think, or are we going to...
Yeah. Let's land there quick.
We should see some land soon.
It's a proper little airfield with sort of tarmac and airport buildings. It's not grass field, I don't think.
Don't know what that is.
Don't know what is?
Oh, there's a dial down here on the starboard side. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Down by the sea. I'm trying to find...
Bit of a rest, see what happens.
Yeah, I've got it on running on. It's operable, so it works.
What are the numbers on the dial?
They're on. It's got on and off, and it says use no oil or grease. It's a wheel.
Oh right, yeah, that might be a manual oiler or something then.
Those two.
Does it say do not touch under any circumstances?
I don't think I should have done that. I've just moved a big red handle that says emergency only. I'm a bit worried.
Oh dear.
That's probably a manual oil feed system, maybe for the engine bearings or something.
I'm still flying.
They hadn't invented the Martin Baker seat by then, so you'd be alright.
Well, they may have a parachute.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right, you're close enough to the coast that the French might come out and rescue you. Possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
That'd be too frightened. Something's happened.
Dropping like a stone.
Am I? Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, you are actually. 1,500 feet coming up. Still dropping.
Back in the climb.
Ascending again now.
Yeah.
So what time of day did you set in the
about 7 o'clock, I think now.
Evening,
I think it's evening. Probably about 6:30, something like that.
Okay. Very nice.
You requested evening.
Yes.
So I gave you evening just after, like, dinner time, basically.
Yes.
So what do you reckon, 2.6 or 3.1 for Alderney? 2.6 looks pretty looks long, but it looks a bit thin.
What's 2.6?
Runway 2.6 on all.
Oh, runway 2.6. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's going to be 2.6 or 3.1, I think.
Yeah, that's the rest of grass, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's bituminous. So it's tarmac, in other words. Why don't you say tarmac? Oh, no, can't, can they? Because it's probably a trade name.
What is that? 2.6 is
tarmac. I think the other two are grass.
Okay, 2.6 is. I can see Albany now.
Yeah, too high. It's still quite a long way away.
Yeah.
20 miles maybe, you should say.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. Wheel check, Tony.
Oh, 44%, that's okay.
Lashings.
42. Still going to give it a bit more though, I don't have to worry about it.
You've got a modern plane gun, that will be very good on fuel.
Yeah, I don't think it's that modern, is it? It's a, what is it? I forget, it's a Beechcraft. Is it a Beechcraft?
I think it is, yeah.
I keep forgetting what it is.
I think it's a Beechcraft.
Oh yeah, there you are. You just on my my right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's modern. It's been modernised.
Okay.
I'll have a look later on.
That's 2,000.
Can't be that modern, it has chrome trim.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. And that sort of, you know, the PC beige?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's those coloured seats. And brown.
Bit 90s.
Yeah, maybe 80s.
80s.
Yeah. It's a bit Miami Vice. Very nice to fly though.
It's nice to have all that power reserve, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very stable as well though.
Starting to appear now.
Yeah. It just climbs and climbs. We're gonna have to circle the island.
Losing height.
Yeah.
60. Which slows down. Pulled the boost right back, the throttle right back, and it was banging and sparking at the front. Brilliant.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have oil coming out like my plane did last week. Descending. Don't go too fast. You know what happened last time?
Into the trees. Oh, the wings fell off.
Yeah.
Several things happened, really, John.
Yes. Yeah. A series of unfortunate events.
A series, yes.
Being moaned at about landing gear.
That was landing gear.
Yeah.
Landing gear.
Yeah. It's like, please, can I have the British flight system, not the American one?
Yes.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe an Italian to keep me on my toes.
James May's new thing's quite good.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Mine in Italy, some good bits about that. Right, gear down, flaps down.
See, you're over the sea now. Well,
yeah.
Yes. Circa 200 feet. Bit left now.
26. I'll just go straight down.
Nearly stalled. He was going stall. Okay. Put my landing gear down, he fell out of the sky. Milking line.
From where you are, it's on the other side of the island.
You're coming out with a double entendres to Dan. I can't see it.
Just follow me in. It's close.
I'm in the opposite direction, unfortunately.
I think you need to come over to the east a bit, John, and come in from this side of the island.
I can see it.
Yeah,
got it.
Let's see how I missed the strip down.
I'm going to attempt a tactical landing.
No.
Bit of ground. Oh, we're good. Good.
Yeah, this might be a flyover actually.
I was a bit foolish to go. I should have gone around, to be honest.
Hello.
Hello, yes, you're doing the right thing. Ow. What's that? Right. Let's get this camera view on. Let's see what's what. Let's check. Okay, we're just sitting idle. It's fine. Here comes John. A little high there, John, I have to say.
Just climbs and climbs. Pain.
Are you going round? You're coming in from 08?
Yeah, I'm coming in the way you did.
Oh, tactical landing.
This, what's the word? Plane has a glitch on its views.
What, you can't see out the front?
No, sometimes it skips from, like from one view to the other.
Approaching. Not sure I'm on.
Here comes John.
Sort of base leg.
Way too fast.
Hurling himself towards the runway.
Too fast.
It's gonna be a go round.
Again.
Oh no, it's going down.
Nah, it's too fast. Hello. Again.
Yeah.
I'm coming in next.
Dog.
You know a little nav map?
Yes.
How do I stop it from defaulting back to its standard zoom?
Oh no, it's a bugbear. I don't know, mate. Because you zoom in on it and then it pops back out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hate that.
I know, me too. There is probably a way, and I haven't found it. Center simulator aircraft map. Might be that one.
Aha, I can see it. So,
yes, John. So take off the aircraft inner bracket on the strip that is next to the. It says Center Simulator Aircraft on the map. It's next to the one that's got a red circle and a cross icon on it, right underneath user points. then you'll have to manually move it or switch it back on when you back in normal flight.
I'll sort that out when I've landed, I think.
Oh, yeah, on final.
Yeah.
This is looking like a nice measured approach, Tony.
Yeah, I can see you up the other end.
Oh no. Oh,
See you now.
yes, I was messing with my views and I knocked something in the cockpit and sent the aircraft scurrying across. I'm gonna have to. Bloody hell.
Mr. Runway again.
No. Here, I can see you. Yeah. 400 knots. Oh my God! Are you? Oh, you know, take off again.
Yeah.
That was the touch and go. Fantastic.
It's because I keep missing to see the bloody runway.
It is quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was much further inland, and it wasn't. I just caught sight of the lights at the last minute. I should have really gone round again because it was a pretty ropey. It was a pretty ropey approach to be fair. Right. Battery is on.
Where are you now? Have you appeared? Oh, you're back on the land. I'll come over.
Yeah, back on. I'm just going through my startup procedure again. Because I quite like it at the moment. I'm not bored with it yet.
Not bored with what?
Going through the manual startup procedure.
Oh,
the cold and dark. It's quite groovy, man.
Okay, you haven't got to the Control E stage.
5, 6.
Like I'm only carrying cargo, isn't it?
Yeah, good job they're on the eggs.
Hello.
No. Again.
2, 6, 7, 8, primed.
It's John. Come in, John.
Right, so I'm
Be fast again.
Could just crash it and then spawn on the ground.
I could do.
That's not. Oh, here we come for another fly past. I think that's 300 knots this time. It's still a fair old lick.
What have I done wrong? Oh, I missed.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it?
No, touch and go.
Touch and gone, I think.
I'm having problems seeing where the runway is because the nav map keeps playing up.
Oh. Oh, that's tricky. Try and do a visual. You know where it is on the island now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit starting up.
Yeah.
Too low now.
Come on, John. Come on. Third time. This is the fourth time.
It's really hard to see the bloody runway.
Yeah. It is quite hard.
Where are you?
Coming in from the west.
I'm going to do a grass landing.
Where are you turning
slower this time?
I can't see you.
Hey, I'm right beside you to your left.
Oh yes. You're in a PA-28?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go, worst landing in history.
Well done. Well done.
Is it just flight one or just a...
Yeah, no, just flight.
Is it?
You should be able to see it, shouldn't you? Having got the... Flight.
Yes.
Is it not? Yeah. I got it off Just Flight. They had the sail was on.
Ah, brilliant. Oh, excellent. Do you like it?
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he was very coy when he said, "Oh, you getting a new plane?"
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted to keep it quiet until you noticed. Yeah.
Ah, excellent. Ah, sweet lads. Tango Echo Bravo Zulu, is that yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. It's lovely to fly, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it is.
Right, let me sort this bloody nav map out. Where's the aircraft?
So just below points and user points, John, it's got the it has the aircraft going nose right with the brackets in it.
No, mine must be different to yours.
So you've got file, flight path, map, view, weather, user points, yeah, across the top.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, okay, underneath weather you've got a house icon.
Yeah.
Then you've got, next to that you've got a plus. In brackets.
Oh, right, yeah.
Then
Can you use the aircraft centered on the map?
Yeah, so make sure that's not highlighted in blue.
Okay.
And then you can zoom in on the airfield and it won't pop out.
Okay. No, my plane's rolling.
Okay.
How far did that go? What a disaster.
Well, everyone's going to walk away from it.
Oh, no, it's not a disaster. I've made myself over to the grass strip.
I don't know where you are, I can't see you, John.
To our right, so about 4 o'clock from where we are.
Oh yeah.
I might take advantage of that and turn around.
You're in the trees?
No, I'm on the grass strip.
Oh, so are you familiar with, this is your first flight, Tom? You've done many flights in it?
Pretty much first flight, really.
Yeah.
I just had a little circuit and bump from Bembridge this afternoon to make sure it had loaded up all right.
Yeah.
But no, this is really the first flight. Nice, I like it. And they've toned down the rudder response,
so
you can control it better on the rudder, can't you?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have to hit me up if you need anything, if you have any questions.
Yes, I will. Well, I got one already actually. The instrument lights. Where's the setting for the instrument light switch? Remember,
it's a dial, isn't it?
Might be.
If you go into the you know how you extracted it into community? Your community folder. Well, if you look inside the JFPA, whatever it is, there'll be a documentation folder, and in there, there's a full manual that gives you it talks you through every switch. It even gives you there's even a flight, so you can it's a small flight, and you can it takes you from takeoff to landing with a bit of navigation, and you can follow it in the manual. It's really good. Right then, are we cracking on?
Oh yeah. Just recovering myself here.
Right, I'm going to see if I can get to the end of 2.6 without tanking this thing again. So there are.
Better do a fuel check. Yeah, I'm okay for fuel.
Oh, I found all those little rows of lights with little like white knobs with numbers on. One says instrument.
Yes, that's it.
So that must be the.
And there'll be a dial there as well, I think. And we found all the fuses pop out. All the breakers. All the breakers work.
Oh, that's what they are. They're the breakers. They're not the knobs to turn it on.
The row of things are all the breakers. I think the instrument, from memory, I didn't say it's either right or left, but that's not really, doesn't really help really. It's like, those are the choices.
There's definitely one of the two. Right, on to the runway, let's take off. Yes. Oh dear, every time I look at Mark, I can see a tail.
Why is it doing that?
Happening?
Oh, it's alright, it's just me being an idiot. For some reason it wants to nose, it gets stuck in the grass and wants to nose over.
You have to leave and come back again? Or is the engine broken now?
No, it tips forward. Once it tips forward, that's the end of it. I can't figure out.
Maybe give it a little bit more speed on the tail. I
think it's something to do with the. Yeah, it's something to do with the. With the brakes, the way I've got the brakes configured, I think, John.
Yeah.
Rather than it being differential, I'm not entirely sure it isn't slamming on the handbrake, the parking brake.
Oh, right. Yeah, I reckon that's more like what's happening, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll need to look at that and get that configured correctly.
We're doing a handbrake turn.
Yeah, nose down.
You're trying to do a Scandi flick in a Spitfire.
Where are you, John?
I'm
on the end of the grass runway.
Yeah,
runway 31.
I'm on the end of 26. We both got together. We might meet at the intersection of 80.
I'm at 26. It doesn't matter which way you take off anyway. To do much work in here.
I can make my way down runway 3, I think it is, towards you guys. Are we on?
You should tell me something. Taxiing, John?
Yeah, it's taxiing up here.
Okay. At great
it was
speed.
21 quid mark this plane.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll pay
good
29,
price,
30,
isn't it?
30 quid for it. Yeah, yeah. Nice deal there.
I mean, it's wasted on me because it's almost pretty much is procedural or everything on it. I suppose I might, you know, over the ensuing years, teach myself how to do it properly.
It's not that daunting actually. Once you get your head around the manifold, the prop, and the loads of tutorials on it. Just watch a few of yours.
Oh, I've seen a few. Sounds good. That's you.
On. Crash. Up to the right.
Oh no, I'm going to have to overtake you.
It's okay. pilots have a tendency to want to roll right every spin.
That's because it's very light with a massive engine and all did that. That's why so many crashed on landing and takeoff. Did the feet from quite carefully. I think the Corsair was a bit prone to that as well.
Trim it up, it's nice and trim in terms of pitching. Yeah, I'm coming in. Is it 09?
I went now coming in for 27.
Oh, you're coming in. So. That's what we should do. Johnny should have that fan you have linked to when the canopy opens on the spin, or your USB flat activates.
That's French, so which one is ultimately the only English one?
Yes, well, I've got my thumbnail for going to Europe.
I thought they were all English, just one of them.
There's only one thing I think of when I think of these islands.
So,
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding.
Closure.
Yeah.
John Dennis.
And that funny old dark maroon classic car.
Trying to see 3 or 4, isn't it? Big. I believe so.
Oh yeah. Turning onto, actually, Dunbay's turning onto the farmers.
Yeah, some mines. Totally. Could be a great piece of mines.
There's no too fast. Stop. Yeah. Stop. I'm enjoying this.
Stop.
Oh no, no, no.
No, John, don't tell me.
Too fast.
600 knots. You can see it coming towards me.
Right, what happened there was I had focus on the mouse. Went to the peaks. So, yeah, suddenly realised what was happening. Went back to my top screen and slammed the parking brake and the brakes on very hard.
Because when you have the cursor arrow onto one of those screens, you lose control of the flying.
Up down, take
So a truck tending.
that.
Go again, those. Number 2, 3.
Goes tester, you know. A20, yeah, no, that's the aircraft I'm going to fly right through, possibly unloading.
Oh yeah. He waited for you as well. And they carried on up and flowed through. After he decapitated all his passengers.
It's just a bit something better.
That was a bit unnerving. I'm going over to where the control tower is.
I think you're too far down. Looks like a go around to me. Are you down? I was got. Shouldn't have had much room left.
Hey!
There.
Loud. Yeah. Loud. I'm nearly. Oh, I was at the other end.
I watched you come past. Oh, maybe it's that bug where you're still in the air when you're not. Landings haven't been very good of late, have they?
A little bit ropey, John, but maybe so bold.
Surprised by something, eh?
You have walked away.
Yeah, a good landing is only one move away from it.
Basically, yes.
I might have written off the name.
Where are you guys?
I'm over near the control tower.
Why is he driving down the taxi? Oh, my wings just ripped his cabin half. So I reckon the brown balloon upholstery has been ripped to shreds. Is this the one with the mods?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
this down? Dang.
And the actual Microsoft Sobo body, I don't know whether
this is
the bit that Mark found on Flight Sim has done anything to it. It's possible.
Did you just nearly nose over again, Mark?
yeah.
Your wing's just gone through a Gate Gourmet catering truck.
Air dried food. Ready to take on camping and reconstitute with boiling water. There's a lot of warehouse type things around here. Car park's quite full.
Yeah.
What else have we got? It's very flat.
I think the Flight Sim add-on has tweaked it.
Yes.
Right.
What you reckon then? Up again, head off down to Mickey's Mount.
Yeah.
It's,
actually we fly over Jersey first.
It's Jersey next, yeah, and then Point.
Yeah. Okay, there is actually a little airfield at Jersey we could try, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's only a slight hop, isn't it? So if we stay,
yeah, exactly.
Again, it's kind of 0826, so it's a similar sort of thing. Coming from the west, I think if we take off from 09, so take off from our left, the opposite direction of that Airbus. It's just going to
yeah,
and then chuck a right, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, follow you out, chaps.
Go on, John.
You're the closest, you know.
Oh, it's got to take its parking brake off. And it automatically starts rolling. Right, where are we?
Huge, your aircraft, John.
It's quite big, isn't it?
It's probably why it's so fast too. It's alright, nice.
Rolling? Oh, are you rolling, John?
No.
Wait.
Maybe I should roll, otherwise I'll catch you up again.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling. Quite noisy, this thing.
Is it?
It's a nice noise though. A bit old school.
I think I can master it. Obviously, it's very new at the moment. Handling it's very new. And I haven't quite got the brakes configured correctly yet. Once that's done, it's fine. It is very, very quick, obviously. But I think if you can afford it, I like the idea of us all going in one aircraft. And it's probably cheaper for us to get the chip than it is to get the. Or we'll all go with the B28, John. It's a B28, so while it's on there.
Yeah, the thing is, I could always go in a SPITFIRE.
Yeah, but that.
Was that part of the, what's it called, Flying Eye?
No, that's a plane, freeware mod.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, of a Spit, in a SPITFIRE?
Yeah, it's a SPITFIRE.
Okay.
I'm easy. I've got the Spit and I've got the Chippy, so I'm easy. I think.
At least I'll be in period, won't I?
Yeah. The only thing with the Chippy is there is no autopilot. I don't use. Well, on the Spit you can set heading. It's a bit of a cheat. There's a little pad that comes up and you can have a fake autopilot, so you can just hold the heading and altitude and stuff, which makes it a little easier.
Is there, maybe there's a wings level thing or something?
No, there's not. It's very, very, very simple. The Chippy. Which is good in its own way, you know, but then it's only doing 90 knots, so it's not.
Yeah, it's very slow, isn't it?
Yeah, not having to think really quickly and kind of. You can master the plane rather than you can fly the plane rather than it flies you. Whereas at the moment, I kind of feel like this is nice. I'm just hanging on the damn thing, yeah.
How much is the Spit flying? It is flying.
It is flying.
25?
19 quid, yeah, and then I had some Just Flight points, because every time you spend money Just Flight you get reward points. Yeah. So I think it was down to 17. And it's a hell of a lot of flight for 17 quid.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken, it could be 29 instead of 19. But even so,
are we landing?
Yes, I'm heading. Yes. I'm going in on the 08, just lining up with the flight slot.
Away from the speed of sound.
Yeah, I've done it. 20 minutes. Did you get the you didn't get the turbo, did you? So you just did an old barrel?
No, yeah, not the turbo.
Just the turbo ones blow the engine if you haven't too much turbo in it, yeah. Get those. And also, have you got the pad on the right hand side? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been using that a little bit.
Yes, that's great to get the chocks on and all that sort of stuff. Mess around with which GPS you want to put and all that sort of stuff. And you can set it to save as well. There's an option to save the flight, so it'll be in the condition that you left it next time you put it.
Right. Except red one somewhere as well.
Yeah. So if the battery's not, so you've got to walk around. can't hear him over the roar of his, over the roar of the speed of the aircraft. Yes, it's the place.
So what I did like is the pillar around the edge of the windscreen on the left has got like a stain on it. I keep on wanting to rub off with some sieve. It's grease or coffee or something, isn't it? And I bet that obviously that's delivery because the real one's got that.
Yeah, there were quite a few that used the trains. There's loads of people that pass through. It's horrendous. Well, I say it's massive ones.
I actually did quite a decent landing this time. Might probably do with I can actually see now which way the runway is orientated.
Yeah, so you make your approach a bit better.
Important in real life, obviously you'd study these things first, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yes. Not flying at 400 knots. Saying I can't see the runway.
It's a bloody runway. Stop faffing about.
There's pamby lights.
Pamby lights.
There's only one. road that runs beside this airport is called the Mont Jubilee. Or Mont, if you rang. And the next part of it is called the Rue de l'Église. What's that? Yeah. I like that.
She came round the mountain. Who did she play? Annie Oakley.
Annie Oakley.
That's who she played. The real character, wasn't it? Annie Oakley.
Yeah.
Was that the one same film she did with Crackaway and
I expect so.
Yeah.
With Crackaway. Yeah.
That was one of my favourite films when I was a kid.
Was it?
Yeah, hold on. Right.
Oh, it's got a wonky wheel. It's got a wonky right wheel. How cool is that? I wonder if I slammed it down to
bit of abuse.
Yeah, I was well into Doris Day when I was a kid. With my mum, can I watch a Doris Day film?
I watched one in a friend of mine, Kenner, called The Mad Professor.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
He drank some liquid and he went...
Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, Jerry Lewis. Yeah.
It's great fun.
I couldn't remember his name when you did. Well done, Jerry Lewis.
That's a great fun.
God. It was in colour, but wow, that was the
Doris Day was a fantastic singer as well. Some of her songs were really, really good and very famous. Well, there's like, what's probably the most famous one? Move Over Darling, isn't it?
Well, there we go. That's John's hot for Doris Day.
Yes.
Who'd have thought?
And just
take a screenshot so I can see the spit of all three of us if you can. Okay. Apparently she was a little bit lively in real life.
Yeah.
Wasn't she? She wasn't all sort of good as gold.
Did that film with Rock Hudson as well, wasn't it? What's that? Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk.
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I am a bit of an older film like comparison, really.
Yes. Hollywood vintage buff.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I think they're better. I've got better stories.
Certainly have it.
Oh yeah. I think filmmaking generally is, I don't know, hasn't been great for 15 years or so. Too much CGI and too many superheroes now.
Well, it's all, it's a franchise, isn't it?
I loved Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was fantastic.
I mean, you get the occasional good ones come out, but these days, but generally...
Yeah. Oh, Mark, you're off.
Off.
Right.
Andy faffing about.
Boldly, rolly chatting about movies.
I'm going left. I'm going to runway 08 because of the new one. Rolling.
Get them doggies rolling, rawhide.
Now your head on them.
Behind Mark.
Yeah. Going straight off.
Yeah.
No faffing about this one.
No faffing.
Shall I mastered this aircraft? Rolling. Yeah, I forgot to put the I think the props fall forward.
It does look a little bit of a challenge.
No, that was my fault. It was my error. I didn't have the props fall forward, so I didn't have any RPM. Okay, 3 in the green. Yeah. Well, whatever that bay is, the horseshoe bay, rather pretty horseshoe bay.
Yeah.
Just kind of shoot off the right edge of that.
It is. It doesn't say.
Bay Dilla horseshoe. Bay Dilla shoot a horse. What's French for shoe?
I was thinking what's French for horse.
Shaman, isn't it?
Shaman, isn't it? Tom.
I think.
Clippity clop.
Is chasseur French
Clippity clop
for shoe?
Possibly. So does that make it chicken in a shoe then?
Chicken chasseur. Bloody hell, I've done that for years.
No, French for a cheval, isn't it?
Cheval, that's right. Chevalier.
Yes.
I bet that's beach called. I bet it's beach chevalier. Chevalier beach. Well, I think we're heading for a little archipelago first. Before we hit Mont Saint-Michel.
Maybe it's because I'm climbing and I've dived a bit. Actually. Oh, I know why. There we go. Pick up now. I'll come up to 140.
I think it's about, its cruise is about 25 on the mag. So that's on your right. Give me your manifold pressure. Right,
the 25.
Yeah, about 25 on manifold. RPM is about 22. Flaps are up. You can lean off of it, gain.
Yeah, I've got the red one, the mixture pulled back a bit.
Just basically watch the thingy increase a little bit.
These aren't any of your concerns, are they? You just press the go lever on the left and off it goes. And for these young pilots when they were learning, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23, what a buzz to get out of a trainer like a Harvard. And then get into this order, however, because they both had the same engine, and they're just like racehorses, weren't they?
Oh.
I mean, it must have been just unbelievable for them, wasn't it? The buzz they got.
And it's so
long as they could fly, it must have been a bit scary because there's no simulation then, was there? The experienced guy leant in over the cockpit, standing on the wing, talking you through it while you sat at the controls.
You would have gone for
incredible, wasn't it?
You would have probably gone for a Tiger Moth or something along those lines.
Yeah. So, right, off you go. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
We had a night flying simulator though, didn't we?
Yes, with a hood like a pram.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Funny little thing.
Yes.
Made out of plywood.
Made out of plywood. Brilliant, actually, wasn't it? Because it just taught them the rudiments of looking at the instruments and nothing else, didn't it?
Yeah.
And they put this sort of, well, literally the material over the top, didn't they, to make it look like night.
That still exists, I think.
Yeah, doesn't? Yeah.
Oh, so this is
the original one, I mean.
Yeah.
Rocher de Elephant.
Elephant. Rocher.
Maybe it's Elephant Rock. Maybe.
Oh, there is actually. If you look on little nav map, this little set of islands that are coming up looks to be a lot more substantial than what we're seeing out the window.
They do, don't they? Do you know what I think's happened?
Tide's coming.
Yeah, they're sunken, aren't they? Plus the fact it's called Big Island.
Yeah, there's houses and stuff on here.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a Microsoft issue, isn't there?
Yeah. So obviously there's a little harbour there where all the boats come in. So it's obviously just accessible by boat.
Hotel.
Maybe there are some little buildings on it then. Yeah.
There is. There's a hotel, a restaurant, a swimming pool, a forest, a lighthouse, a memorial for the Second World War.
That's for all the people that drowned in the Microsoft world.
Yeah, the Rocher Memorial, the Second. That's got to be Second World War, isn't it? It goes like, and the Fair de Chosy, which is a lighthouse, which probably isn't there, is it?
There's a trim.
Got a bar as well.
Oops, something found.
Oh no, there is some stuff on here.
Yeah, I've just seen the.
lighthouse to me. That looks like a fort.
Plenty of trees. Oh, there is a fort on there on the other side. I think the fort's probably in the right place. But the island's way too small.
Yeah. Like most of it's underwater.
Just approaching it now. There's lots of little blobs of rock sticking up above the water, aren't there, all around it?
Passport's ready.
There's the tubes there. Could bump that. There's the fort.
I should imagine so.
It's nice, it's all shallow waters and everything, isn't it? Made it look quite attractive. Oh, that plane just flew right through me. Was that you, Mark?
Yeah.
Vandals.
I was violating you.
Yes.
Prepared to be violated. I can't shoot you down, so I can violate you.
Have a plane flying with me.
That was Danny-esque, that was. Somebody does that. Whoa! Minding my own business.
Bloody hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Roly-poly. Right, slightly off the track.
Still got to see the thin blue line.
Yeah, I have.
We'll have a chortle.
What can I spin on? That's good. Myself down, boy.
Have you caught up yet?
Well, me? It had to be me, really, didn't it? Well, I've gone over the island. I can see you ahead. I'm not quite sure where Mark is.
Keep it behind you too.
Oh yeah, Mark's just behind me, but let's have a look at the map.
I shall turn round, I think, and come.
I'm a third of the way to waypoint 1 and waypoint 2. Yeah. I'm doing 100. Just under 140 knots.
I'm turning back for you.
Okay. actually sit inside a Piper because that is what flies regularly over our house from the Denham airfield with BA, young BA people learning to fly. Yeah, that's what they're flying in.
Yes, so really, once you've got a few hours in that, and you start flying it by the book, as it were, you could. It's like I always have this argument with, you couldn't get a plane and fly it. I could. I might get a load of procedures wrong, but I could fly it.
What, the Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had to, because the pilot had a heart attack or a stroke.
Anyway, I think if I had a train,
take over the controls.
If I had a trainer sat next to me and said, right, off you go, I'm pretty confident I could do it pretty much right. Obviously, all the ATC stuff would be wrong, and some of the orders I would get stuff wrong in.
The mechanics of flying a plane.
The wheels coming up through the top of the wings when you touch down might be a dampener.
Yes.
On proceedings.
From tonight's proceedings, yeah. But it is nice when you get a proper three-pointer in the arrow. No, in the arrow.
The arrow, yeah.
You get a proper landing. It has got autopilot as well, Tony. You figured that out?
No, you'll have to tell me.
Right. So on the left-hand side, there's 2 white buttons.
I've got to get rid of the yoke first.
Some of the Spitfire pilots didn't even get a day's training.
Didn't they?
Just wasn't time to train them.
So if you put and then to the right of those 2 buttons is a dial, and if you can zoom in on it, it says nav, gen, and HD for heading.
Yeah.
And I think one of the switches has HD. So if you're on the correct heading, you hit the autopilot. So that switch the AP on, and then hit the heading button, and it will hold that heading. And then you see where the dial that says it says nav, GPS, Omni on it.
Oh
no!
Oh! There's an accident.
Fuel.
Scotty Dog is flying at 8 feet.
Scotty Dog.
Oh, were you looking down the dials?
Well, I was trying to set them, and then what happened? It seemed to flip over onto his back.
Oh dear.
I did. I'll have to find you. Oh, there we are.
Oh, just coming up on sample. Oh, wow, look at that.
I saw that happen right in front of my eyes.
There's an accident. Damn Gosling. That's a cracking thing.
It was all going so well. Then the world turned upside down. And the sea raced up to meet me.
But there is a hack. So when you find the dial, when you're back in there, Tony, and it says GPS, Omni, and Nav, and at the very top of the dial it says Piper. If you click your mouse over the Piper, it'll hold the altitude you're at. That option isn't on the actual real aircraft, but they've just put that in for convenience sake.
But on the turning knob, the one I was fiddling with when I crashed.
Yeah, above that, right at the very top heading, between where you slot into it, says Piper.
Yeah.
You just click on Piper and it will hold little altitude hold.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And then click on Piper again to stop it.
Yeah.
Oh right, thank you for that.
And the AP and the heading button, just hit those on the left hand side. So I've actually been around here, John. It is, yeah.
Right.
We stayed in a little, just where Damp Gosling's flying. We stayed in a little...
Damp Gosling, not Damp Dog.
Yeah. We stayed in a little cider, like a B&B. It was a cider farm.
Are you over it yet, Tony?
Yeah.
I'm just coming up to the Mont Saint-Michel.
Yeah, don't bomb it.
It's rather nice because we've all got the special add-on for it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Terribly nice.
Very beautiful place, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to fly quite close, but not so close that I disappear into it.
Basically, the roads just go. It's a very narrow path that winds its way all the way around it. All the way up it, there are stalls and shops and cafes and bars. And then you get right to the top when you're actually going.
Where are you to now? I've lost you.
I'm going to do a low-level fly past of it.
Yeah, right. Just going to go back round for the 10 final time and then head for the last airfield.
PC6 that Damp Gosling's flying.
It's that Pilatus thing.
Yeah, Pilatus. It's a little bit odd.
Yeah, very. Got a very long nose, a bit like an anteater. If you can compare planes with animals, that is.
Yes, yeah, I get where you come from.
Buzzing round here.
Yeah, it's obviously a little popular spot. Oh, Pilatus there, yes.
Nearly got poked by a Pilatus.
Definitely. And it looked like a Pilatus as well. It wasn't some kind of generic aircraft, which is fun.
Oh, I can see it's red. Damp Gosling.
Yeah.
It's red. Oh, I can see what it is now. They're very odd. It's a very crude plane, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not. It's a bit like the X-Cub type thing, but
it looks like it's made of Meccano bits, doesn't it?
We use them a lot for skydiving.
Do they? Not for me, thanks. I'll just polish the wheels.
I'll do crop dusting and all that sort of stuff.
Say again?
I'll do a bit of crop dusting and all that sort of stuff.
Well, they're quite sort of a bit of a utilitarian thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Utilitarian. The word I was looking for.
Yes.
But I couldn't quite get out because I was stalling.
Yeah, it's a lot clearer tonight, John. It's good news.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
thank you, Mark.
Oh, that's good news. Glad to get some use out of it.
really pleased. Well done, Mark. We can all hear John now.
What a mistake to make, eh? Okay. Oh, there's a runway. Bloody hell.
Oh,
cool.
right here.
Yeah.
Shore's edge.
Bloody hell. Flaps are down. Look at the cracking at the front. Oh, wow.
It's going to land. Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Done with a lot of rudder.
Look a little left to the runway.
It's a grass strip, yeah.
It's a grass.
Dunkirk landing.
Landing. Actually, is it a grass strip?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm landing on a taxiway.
Yeah, strip. I think.
Right, it is a grass strip.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see if I can get a bit closer and get this picky together.
John's down.
It's down. Speedbird. It's almost like the parking brake. When you come to a stop with the throttle, it's almost like the parking brake.
What snatches the brakes?
Puts itself on, yeah. Oh, just back up a bit,
Yeah, that needs
John.
tweaking, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just a little bit. It's starting to fade out. It's a shame.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
No.
You got reverse thrust on those. I would have thought to slow you down.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Right. Oh, here we go. Let's try it to see what happens.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
No. I might as well go right through now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably go around a bit, to be honest. Tony's ghosting out a bit. Just do
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come around a bit and turn because you're Tony's just ever so slightly. That's Parlate. Looks like we couldn't join the party.
Oh, Pilatus or whatever it is. Damp Gosling.
Oh yeah, that.
He's come to join us. Oh, he's tipped up on his nose.
I see.
I'm surprised he could do that with the huge nose he's got.
Nice.
Very good.
It was fun, that was.
Yeah, very nice.
I managed to do 2 good landings.
Yeah,
Yes,
after the first excitement, it was fine.
Hey.
Yeah.
At least it didn't land in the water, though.
Upside down. That's about 300 miles an hour.
Right, I'm knocking the stream off. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys.